Hello everybody, this is my first post of 2021, so Happy New Year to everybody. I've been struggling really since New Year's Eve, not been feeling that well. I've had an abscess in my mouth and infection and things, and it's just this relentless situation, which of course, you know, it's always, I always sort of think, oh, you know, there's always people much worse off than me, and you know, always try and think positive, but sometimes it just feels like you're running on empty and you're climbing up this mountain and you just can't quite get there, and some days I just can't shake off this sort of flat feeling, and I'm sure we all have encountered this at some point or other. I think we just wouldn't be human. It's not like, I'm not moaning about the situation, but it's just, it's hard, and you can't always be, you know, bright and just pretend everything's normal. And I've been living with a terminal illness for 18 years now, and I've had ups and downs and ups and downs, and yes, I've got used to the situation in a way, and perhaps the restrictions of COVID have arrived. Well, I suppose it's been in some ways easy for me to come to terms with, in that that's what I live with anyway, of having restrictive behaviour and not knowing, you know, sort of how I'm feeling from day to day, and whether going into a situation will be a good idea or not. But in a lot of ways, it's also made it more curtailed, and it's brought things back to me, and you know, it does feel hard at times, but we've all, you know, experienced that. It's you know, affected everybody in so many different ways, and music for me certainly helps, and it helps release me from worries and helps me absorb into something that transports me to another world really, and I hope that sharing it with other people as well will help them, you know, even for 5 minutes. So I'm going to play something to cheer us all up. I'm going to play the Wizard of Oz Medley by Philip Keverin. As you know from watching various of my videos, I've always been a fan of musicals, and they've always cheered me up, make me cry as well. But from being a little girl, I absolutely loved musicals, and because The Wizard of Oz was probably one of the earliest musicals I saw, with a film on television year after year, and you know, I think it's a good musical for our times now. You know, these people, Dorothy and the Lion and the Tin Man, and they go off, and they think they're going to meet this amazing wizard who's going to tell, you know, solve all their problems and give them courage and strength and all the rest of it, and the scarecrow, his brains and things. And actually, the wizard isn't who they think he is anyway, and doesn't have these powers. And actually, in the journey, in following the journey, they discover they have got all these skills, and they've used them. And I think it's a good it's a good example of how since the pandemic, we've all had to face situations and adapt situations and find skills that we didn't think or know we had. And so I think it's a fitting musical for the time, and I really believe that there is always hope somewhere over the rainbow. So Wizard of Oz Medley by Philip Keverin. you.